I'm still freaking out about what the hell is going on with Arne Slot though. Like, I feel like doing a Where's Waldo kind of thumbnail with Where's Slot. This video is sponsored by Surfshark, the best VPN on the market. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to change your location to access websites in other countries and keep you safe and secure from hackers. Using Surfshark, we here in Ireland can access other countries' Netflix libraries or other streaming platforms like DAZN in Spain for all those important Premier League games. Surfshark keeps you safe and private by protecting everything you do online. Everything. When your device connects to the internet, all that information is, in a way, blurred out. Surfshark is particularly useful for keeping you safe from being hacked if you use public Wi-Fi. Let's say you're in a cafe, you're at college, you're out and about, they've got you covered. Surfshark allows you to use one subscription on unlimited devices, meaning you can share your account with friends or family or that neighbour who's a little bit cheap. On top of all of this, Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can also upgrade to Surfshark One, which includes the VPN, an alert system for breaches related to your data, such as emails and credit cards, and an antivirus software for your desktop. Our sign-up offer gives you Surfshark VPN for a little over €2 a month. Simply scan the QR code on screen right now or use the link in the description and enter the code Anfield Agenda at checkout. What are your thoughts on Arne Slot getting a transfer budget for 200 million? I don't think, Nelson, that there is a transfer budget. I know I'm very outspoken against their owners and I still think they're cheap and I'm never going to change my mind on that. But I don't think that a club like Liverpool go into a summer with a pot of money. So let's say you ran a business or I ran a business. I wouldn't say to my team, there's a 50 million quid budget, spend it. Because they're going to spend every penny of it, right? They're going to make sure they go out and spend it. I would say, bring me proposals for what you want to do and we'll discuss each individual one on its merit and then we'll allocate the funding. And I think that's the way we do our transfer business. So the scouts, the transfer team, the gaffer, they'll all get their heads together and then they'll come up with the player they want and then Michael Edwards will go and speak or Richard Hughes will go and speak to FSG and say, we want this guy, they're asking this amount, he wants X amount in wages, what we saying. And then if Liverpool feel there's value in it and their background checks and all have gone fine on the player, they proceed to the next stage. So I don't think we have a naturally allocated amount of money each summer, because we're now Tuesday and we're 4 days into Arne Slot being Liverpool's head coach and we haven't heard a peep. Haven't even seen a photo shoot, nothing. I know I can look in the mirror and just basically see Arne Slot, but for the rest of you, you know, it'd be nice to hear from him, wouldn't it? Team Talk put out a piece today that said Arne Slot to brutally replace 2023 Klopp signing as marquee deal eyed. And what they're talking about is the CDM position. They're talking about the fact that Endo is a sticking plaster. According to this piece, Endo is a short-term solution. And that Arne Slot and Liverpool are looking for a marquee signing, a big name to come in and do the job that we'd hoped Caicedo or Lavia or one of those younger players would have done. So, or Tchouaméni even before him. So let's hope we do get the player in. Because I like Waturo. Definitely a good argument to keep Waturo around. But we need that step up for me. We need the best that we could get. And if that's Ederson or that's somebody else, so be it. But I was kind of happy when I seen this. But again, I'll believe it when I see the transfer. Arne Slot wants Olmo from Leipzig. Price tag 51 million, said Rustam Dalal. I don't think he does. Price tag you're right on. Olmo's been linked. But I was kind of thinking the same thing until I read an article that reminded me of something. Where does Dani Olmo play? Right side. Right side of attack for Leipzig. Who did he replace in that position? Dominic Szoboszlai. Where's Dominic Szoboszlai? At Liverpool. So it doesn't really make sense to go back to the same club to bring in a player who replaced the player that we've just brought to our club in that position. You either start to play Dominic Szoboszlai on the right or you don't. So my own bit of research has told me that the Dani Olmo stuff isn't true. that Liverpool don't have an interest in Dani Olmo. And as I said, when I read into more detail about the thought process of, well, we've already got the guy that was in that position at that club and brought him to our club. Now this guy's replaced them. I just don't think it makes sense. I think there's better value to be had elsewhere. It was right. So the first thing today was around Gonzalo Inacio. We've got conflicting reports on Liverpool's apparent interest in the Sporting Lisbon centre-back. We had Fabrizio Romano come out and say that Liverpool do still hold an interest. But then we had David Lynch, I think, speaking either for This Is Anfield or in the Anfield Raps podcast. I can't remember which one. But said Liverpool are not considering a move for Sporting centre-back Gonzalo Inacio this summer. The latest links are thought to be an attempt to generate interest in a player who has long been touted as Premier League bound. I'm kind of a little bit relieved at that, because I've been open and honest with you guys all the way through this. Whilst he's a good player and I would have happily had him at Liverpool, it would have annoyed me that we spent €20 million more than we would have needed to last year to get him. So I'm not surprised that the club have come out and denied this, because I feel like the club would have paid it last year if they really wanted him. Another one said Tyne Koopmeiners reaches verbal agreement amid Liverpool links. Don't get excited though. The verbal agreement isn't with Liverpool Football Club. This says Liverpool have been dealt a blow in their reported interest in signing Atalanta midfielder Tyne Koopmeiners. According to Corriere dello Sport via Juve.com or JuveFC.com, Koopmeiners has reached a verbal agreement with Juventus over a deal to move to Serie A this summer, or to the Serie A club, this summer. He's already in Serie A, obviously. Koopmeiners has been heavily linked with a move to Liverpool over the last few months, but the latest reports claim that the midfielder looks set to move to Turin rather than Merseyside. So, Juventus need to free up some money. So if they want Koopmeiners, that could push Chiesa even further towards the exit door. Chiesa, of course, having just 1 year left. It's also been thought that somebody was coming in for Weston McKennie. I think, was it Aston Villa interested in Weston McKennie? Because that was spoken about as well. So I don't think Liverpool do hold that interest in Koopmeiners anymore. But if Juventus get their man, they're going to have to free up some money. So maybe a cheap Chiesa deal. We said to you guys yesterday, would you take Federico Chiesa? And 82% of you said yes, for 20 million quid you take Federico Chiesa. And that's the number being spoken about. I've got a little bit of an update on this for you. So, as you can see on the screen, our Cardiff show and our Liverpool shows are selling fast. They are going to be our last ever live shows. But the Liverpool venue is about 70 to 75% sold out. I did speak to the people at the venue, and there is the possibility, if we need to, that we could move into the bigger theatre, because they have bigger sizes. But I can't guarantee that at the minute. We have to wait and see what numbers are like. So if you are thinking of coming and seeing us in Liverpool, get your tickets quickly.